hoped that the He-Man would recover, but unfortunately it was not to be, because this news, of course, is coming in now that we had feared from Mumbai, from our colleagues there, Vaishali.
Stay on with me, Uday. I'll come back to you. Now, there's breaking news coming in. Viewers, actors Amitabh Bachchan and Abhishek Bachchan have arrived at the Vile Parle Crematorium in Mumbai. Over to you, Uday.
Yes, that is the news that we had got a short while back, that Amitabh Bachchan, in fact, had reached the close to the crematorium. Now he has been seen walking into the crematorium as well. Hema Malini, Isha Deol had reached there earlier as well, with Isha Deol, in white. One was, of course, again fearing the worst news earlier. Amir Khan has also reached there at the crematorium ground as we speak, and of course, as we speak, the security from his residence to the cremation ground has been increased. That entire route has been, of course, has seen increased police patrolling there. We are told Abhishek Bachchan has also arrived there. Remember, the Bachchans were extremely close to Dharmendra's family. We've seen, of course, how Dharmendra and Amitabh Bachchan, of course, were in the iconic film Sholay together. That is a work which, of course, will live on for the two of them. And that is why Amitabh Bachchan had also, in fact, visited Dharmendra's residence the day, in fact, he was discharged from hospital. The day he had gone back home from the Breach Candy Hospital is when, in fact, Amitabh Bachchan had gone to Dharmendra's residence and, of course, had met the family, had inquired about his well-being. And now, of course, we are told that he is the first to reach the crematorium as well. And also, we are told, as I said, Amir Khan has reached there as well. Sunny, Bobby, and the entire family is with Dharmendraji. His mortal remains currently at his residence. So, and we are told, of course, right now that the arrangements are all being done at the crematorium ground by Hema Malini and Isha Deol. That is why they've reached there in a short while from now. Of course, his final journey is expected to begin from his hospital to the crematorium ground. It takes not more than 5 to 7 minutes, but that entire route has been now, the police, of course, are there, and that was a sign in the morning that, of course, the worst news was going to come in when the police and barricades were put up, of course, close to his residence. And now, of course, with this news coming in that the actor is no more,
Uday, now, of course, this is very unfortunate news that we're sharing with our viewers. We've already discussed Sholay, but why don't you take our viewers down memory lane and let's talk about some of his iconic roles in other films and songs as well.
Well, absolutely. I mean, who can forget, of course, we were speaking about the Bachchans, so one will, of course, remember Sholay, but who can forget also Guddi, which saw Dharmendra with Jaya Bachchan as well, an iconic role which, of course, Jaya Bachchan has praised many times. Also, of course, who can forget, Dharamveer, an iconic film which has seen Dharmendra in his He-Man avatar. Also, of course, Sita Aur Geeta, again another film which starred him and Hema Malini. These are all films where she says the love story between them began as well. Of course, Anupama, Naya Zamana, Resham Ki Dori, Chupke Chupke. These are all films which, of course, have gone down in folklore as being, of course, amongst the best in Indian cinema. Phool Aur Patthar, these are all films that, of course, Dharmendra will always be remembered for. 1960, imagine, is when his journey began in the industry. So as I was saying earlier, it's been more than 6 decades of Dharamji and his work in the industry. And until now, he was working. I mean, as I said, a month after, this unfortunate news, literally almost 1 month after, on the 25th of December, we will see Dharmendraji's last film, 21, released on the big screen. So till the end, we can say that this living legend of Indian cinema was working. He was doing what he did best. He was entertaining audiences. Of course, more recently, Dharmendraji had worked in Rocky Aur Rani Ki Prem Kahani. Again, that's a film which was a big hit at the box office, and his pairing with Shabana Azmi was really appreciated, of course. And also Jaya Bachchan was there in the film, sharing a lot of scenes with him. Karan Johar's film had again seen Dharmenji get a lot of applause and praise, even for the limited screen time that he had in the film. Also, Tere Baaton Mein Aisa Ulja Jiya was where Dharmenji also, played a small role recently. But, Yamla Pagla Diwana and Apne, these are what the youngsters will remember him for, because the duos reuniting on the screen, of course, the father and two sons, was something that people loved. Now, talking about his relationship with the family, he was a family man, Vaishali. He was an absolute family man. He adored his children, of course, his two sons, Sunny and Bobby, who are in the industry, Isha, Anna from Hema Malini, also his two daughters from Prakash Kaur, his first wife. They may be out of the limelight, but they're extremely close to Dharmenji. They have been with him as well in these last couple of weeks, praying for his recovery. And Sunny and Bobby, of course, did adore Dharmenji as well. And it's very fitting that Dharmenji got to see the success 2.0 for both of them. Recently, Sunny with Gadar 2 has, cemented his place in the film industry once again, has been one of the most bankable actors. Bobby Deol, after Animal, the kind of success that he's had for the second innings of his, after a brief lull in the middle. Dharmenji got to see all of this. And also, he's a doting father, of course. Isha, his grandchildren. Also, Karan Deol, his grandson, had got married about a year and a half ago. And everyone has seen those visuals of Dharmenji dancing with gusto at the Barat. He was someone who was age. This news completely feels surreal. It doesn't feel that it is true, and that is why, even though in the morning the signs were all there, it didn't want to sink in for anyone, neither for the media, for all of us who covered him for so many years. It didn't want to sink in for his film industry colleagues, and and it didn't want to sink in for the fans.
All right. I also have actor Raza Murad with me on the phone line. Now, Mr. Murad, this is really unfortunate news coming in, of course. We've lost a legendary actor. Your comments?
This era has come to an end, which lasted for more than 65 years, more than 6 decades. And what an innings he had. What a glorious innings he had as an actor,